Okay. All right. And we're gonna try this one more time. A lot of background noise. Please pardon me if you hear any. Black screen. We'll get into editing. I just really want to talk SmackDown. We know Raw. We know NXT. We knew 205. I stopped watching. And Raw is getting real close on that list. No disrespect to the superstars. It's mainly just the that third hour, and in part creative. But regardless of that, SmackDown. What was last night's date? The 25th was that? No, that was the 26th. So either way, 226 SmackDown on Fox. Bullet points. Opened up with the Elimination Chamber package just to recap on everything. And, while Roman is still champ, Daniel Bryan eventually comes out after the excellent Roman promo. Every week, some people say it's getting to the rinse repeat levels, but I think right now this is just practice for Roman because we all see how great he's doing. So if he practices whether he's a heel or a face, when he does turn into a baby face eventually, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get the same result as we did during, what was that, like the 6 year Roman Reigns experiment? No. Anyway, Daniel Bryan tried for Fastlane main event. I thought they were gonna go for it. I think they still might pull a trigger on it. I could be wrong, but I'm not opposed to it only because we need to move things forward to Mania. Now, there's plenty different booking ideas that have been making their way across the internet wrestling community, and as far as I'm concerned, everybody's idea is better than creative. So let's just see what creative chooses from that list of ideas, which will probably be none. Do you agree? Comment about it. Let's head on to the next part. So, uh, good to see Edge on TV, obviously. Good to see Sonya Deville in the spot she's in. Good to see Pierce in the spot he's in. Rey Mysterio and Dom. Dom is looking a lot more normal as the weeks continue and progress. Like, I don't know how great he is on promos. I think he's improved a little bit. But as far as in ring, he's improved a lot of it. So, good for Dom. Good for Ray for, being there for his son and all the rest of that. And Otis and Chad Gable. As long as I don't hear commentary, I actually like Otis. I've always liked Chad Gable, but Otis has always been like a double-sided, the double-edged sword, I say, because it's great, but then somebody on commentary, which shall remain nameless. Pardon me, I was saying which, but who shall remain nameless for now. But they just don't help. They're not helping the situation. They're actually destroying or assisting in destroying the product. I'll save that opinion for another time in another video. Let's all just get acclimated with one another before we start getting off to the races with video editing, high coloration, and all the rest of it. What was this? Apollo's backstage. He's getting ready. He's wearing his little garment now, and we see a subtitle before the commercial. I just added that in, like, oh, silly little subtitle, still to come on SmackDown or something like that, which was utterly hilarious that they even tried to do like the subtitle bit in a moment like that. Like, what was, maybe somebody just hit the wrong button at a production show. I have no clue. Either way, but yeah, Apollo's Wakanda now, so good for him. I think him as a heel, and they're finally really pulling the trigger on him with the heel turn. He seems hungry. He seems like he knows how to cut the promo. It's obvious, and some of the danger. He's got it. So I like to see him like this, and I hope that we get to see more of it. Him beating Nakamura, I'm not really gonna go too crazy about, only because it was like, if you're checking some of the media coverage in the news, you realize that Asian Americans have been going through a little bit of the turmoil with, I believe, African Americans. I'm not really too sure. So I think this was WWE's little play on that. Apollo picked up the win. Good for Apollo. Sympathy for Nakamura. I mean, 50-50 booking for Nakamura. I mean, who gets the more important win or the more memorable win by the end of the 50-50 booking cycle? This is just this is my perspective on it. I don't know. I could sound like a complete idiot, which I probably do. So, to avoid more of that, Tamina B. Liv Morgan, and that's not bad. I know it sounds like, really, what? And of course, but I mean, as far as filling up some time, oh, it could have been more important. I understand. make your opinions felt in the comments about it. Tamina picked up the win on Liv. Sympathy on Liv. Tamina looking strong. I don't know if Tamina has another women's championship running her, but it was good to see her win. I just, like, if you're not watching for the extra competition, even though that's technically what we're watching for, championships, but if you're not watching so critically, you just see the superstars getting in there. They doing what they can. So it's good to see Liv. It's good to see Tamina, and all the rest of it. Ruby and Natty. Everybody's out there trying to do what they can with the TV time. We'll get more into the intricacies of booking and creative all down the line. Stick around. Be sure to subscribe. I got ideas. I'm through with this little sommelier thing with Carmella. I guess he's good for Mella, and if Mella was coming out there during all of these segments, then it'll be like, well, what are you doing? You're just around. But the sommelier has been, I guess, like, he's very annoying. I don't really like him on TV. We all know he's great, and I guess he's acrobatic, I guess, in the ring. But first of all, is the French accent fake? Second of all, is he gonna fight anybody except for girls? And then third, why is he even really present? But this is all to get to Bianca choosing Sasha, which we all knew she was gonna choose. I'm actually looking. This is probably gonna be the match I'm looking at WrestleMania for. Plenty of great things. Edge and Roman Reigns is happening. I'm not really a huge fan of how Roman has flip-flopped since Mania. Like I said, from when Edge won the Rumble. Since Mania, pardon me, I meant the Royal Rumble. Since Edge won the Rumble, I said, look, Edge needs to go and take that static to Drew McIntyre over on Raw. Don't bring that to SmackDown because I don't want to see Edge get beat up that bad. You clearly hear Roman speaking of in that same wave, and I'm not saying that. It took a little long for, Roman to come with that energy. I'll say it like that. So, but, so either way, what do we have next? So then we had the Street Profits beating Corbin and Zayn in an essentially nothing tag team match, but at least it wasn't a 6-man tag, right? So that was okay. Corbin doesn't like the whole idea of the cameras and the documentary crew. Like, I don't even get it with Sami Zayn, but that's neither here nor there. I guess they're just trying to make something for him. Next up, we had Seth Rollins trying to, I think, pitch an idea to Cesaro for them to work together. I do think eventually Cesaro should probably join. Then you get Murphy back on or whatever. I don't even know what's going on with Murphy and any of that stuff, but neither here nor there. And then in the main event, what was it? Seth and Cesaro, pardon me. They had a little thing, and then Cesaro got his swing on. That was cool. And then we had Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso in the main event match, which went very well. Ended in a DQ with knee spots and the chairs and the tables. Good stuff. Then Roman coming through and looking strong at the end after Daniel Bryan tried to get the fight in. Look, SmackDown wasn't bad. I got a couple of different ideas about the creative direction for SmackDown. Right now, that's for a whole nother video. I finally got somewhat quiet in the background. I was able to get this across before any other noise happens, and I gotta go through a whole bunch of extra nonsense trying to re-edit this and do this all over again. I'm going to cut these losses. It was already enough watching Raw this week. This is Neon, signing off. Catch y'all next Friday.